Yay! I'm pretty sure our order is here. Look at that. Heck yeah. That's a lot of stuff.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna be busy.
So zip board we're gonna be putting right there. The treated wood, I'll walk over down to that side real quick. And then all of this is going inside the cabin. This is our rafters.
Okay.
So.
We gotta stain all that.
Yeah, that's all. That's what's gotta get stained.
Okay.
Joy.
Do we got metal?
We don't have metal. I was wondering, he said he was trying to, but I was already forethinking it too. I was like, man, there ain't no way he's gonna get that metal on there with that thing.
They'd have to put it sideways. I was just looking, I was like, wait a minute, where's the metal?
So we'll get that.
This ought to be real fun, guys. Unloading all this stuff.
So
let's get busy.
How's everything been with you, man?
Just been busy.
Busy, busy.
Same.
Same old thing. Work.
Same.
No rest for the wicked.
Same.
You want up here? You want up here? Or?
Me?
Yeah.
I could slide them down to you guys if you want, or I could be down here, whatever you want.
Well,
you want me to be the slider, or?
You can be the slider.
All right.
I'll swap you.
All right.
I'll swap you.
You and not Todd get busy.
Oh, God.
Never gonna live it down, bud.
Oh. This is perfect. There should be plenty. We got this roofing right here to do for the porch, and then
we
we
have
got
enough
the
to
back
build a whole
porch
nother
to
house,
do.
damn it.
I don't know.
Gary?
Well, I'm pretty sure Doug gave me a discount for buying the whole pallet. You know, that's normally how it goes, is you get a bit of a deal on a whole versus a bit of it. But
woo,
she's trying to take you out, man. At least these things are light.
Yeah, they're not
really
too
not
bad.
that bad.
It's just repetitive.
It's not like a 3/4 inch wire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
He was talking about the weather logic panels or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, I would like it, but I've already got zip everywhere else. And it was a little bit cheaper. Not by a whole lot, but we have the kids' playhouse bottom to do, right? So whatever I don't use, I know I'll find a spot for it. We got a lot of projects to do. And this stuff, man,
it lasts.
It does really well. I'm surprised. Really surprised. Woo.
I'm throwing them at you. I'm so glad you came today and not on Friday, though.
Mm-hmm.
The guys were fishing, and it would have been me and you, bud. That would have been terrible.
Yeah. He would have been, can you leave the trailer? And we'll
that's
deal
exactly
with it?
what it would have been. I would have been like, please, please. Go.
For that one at least.
Woo, woo, woo.
Perfect. They are. Oop.
All right.
That was it.
What's next?
Alrighty. So all of these are gonna go inside the house, and I'll get these guys out of your guys' way while you're moving those. You want to open up that door?
Yeah, I'm
baby?
taking off my sweater. It's getting warm.
I'll bring these down here. A little bit of a travel, but not. There's only a couple of these guys. That was a lot, but I'm so happy that we got that done.
Yeah, thank you to Not Todd for coming on out here and helping us out with this.
Yes.
That third person, man, made it to where Gary and I can get this done pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was pretty nice and smooth. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty nice.
Yep, so now we got all of the wood inside the cabin that we're gonna have to get staining and get to work on.
Yep.
The majority of that is going to be, if not all of it, that's gonna be going for the rafters for the back decking area, so we could finish off that whole decked roofing area.
Yep.
That along with the zip boards that we got over here.
Yep.
That's gonna do that job.
Yep.
I'm happy that we finally got all of our lumber here and we are ready to start the process back again on the back deck area. We got enough stuff to go ahead and start working on this. The metal did not arrive yet though. So we are gonna have to take a trip into town to either A, borrow their trailer and bring the metal out here, or B, they might be able to put it on the trailer and bring it out to us. I'm just not sure what they wanna go ahead and do, what they have time for. Obviously, if they have the time, we'd like them to bring it to us, but if they don't, then we'll go and get it, no big deal. But we are gonna have to get that here within the next couple of days as well, so that way we can continue on getting that temporary barn. It's not even temporary, but the barn build, we can go over there and finish working on that, so we're ready at the end of this month for those 100 chickens, and then the goats to proceed after them. So a lot of stuff going in. We're juggling a lot of projects. I'm sorry everybody if it's hard to keep track, but if you watch long enough, if you just stay consistent viewing our channel, you'll get a good grip of what's going on around here. And we're going to continue bringing you guys along.
All right, well, that was an amazing lunch. I'm down here over at the playhouse, as you can tell, because I need to grab my forms that I built for, you know, doing all the footings down here, because that's going to be the same exact size for up top. So I have them already over here off on the side. I need to gather them and get the correct size for it. I hope it's all there and none of the kids grabbed them and ran off with it, but we'll find out here soon. I think it was one of these, if I'm not mistaken, and I can still see the line. It was right there. Yeah. Alrighty. There's one. Alrighty, well, I have pretty much all 7 forms made. At least now, all it is digging the holes, cutting the rebar, mixing the concrete, putting those in and setting it, throwing it all together. It's shouldn't be too much longer now, and we should have concrete in the front curing. Pretty happy about that.
This weekend was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
But very eventful.
Yes.
If you guys want to get filled in on all of that, make sure to go check out our side channel, Real Talk with SLR. However, today, friends, we are going to be getting back at it over here.
Yep.
Got a lot of work we're going to get working on here in the front area where the mudroom is going to go.
Yes.
So, as you guys can see, we did recently get our order. Yeah. And we got all that stuff here now, which is fantastic. We can continue pressing forward on the back deck build. But before we do that, we want to get some concrete in the ground so that way it can cure while we go back to the back, keep working on the deck area, and then when we're ready to work over here, this is like prepared.
Yes.
So that's our plan, that's our goal. However, I said all of that to get back to today. Today, friends, we're going to be shovel life reclaimed. Yep. We're going to be working over here trying to get these holes figured out exactly where they need to go and also filled in with concrete.
Yep.
Now, our last video that we put out where we were working out here in this mudroom area, you guys brought up some really good points to us regarding the stairs and entering our building and exiting our building, and
sort of halted the process
just a little bit
in the process of that as well, because I was like sitting there, I was like, well, I'm going to continue on with it, and I was going and going, and I got more and more, you know, bing comment aspects coming in, and Mel came over and she was like, well, let's really sit there and think about this real quick. You know, and I was like, well, if we're gonna think about this and we're gonna do this, I'm like, I'm not digging the holes. Like, why am I gonna dig these holes if
we're gonna change our mind?
We're gonna change it up. So yeah, so I stopped everything and drew up something. Yeah. And then me and her also slept on it and thought about it. So we're gonna take you along this process-wise of how we thought about it and everything else and how we're gonna be moving forward.
Yeah, the best part about doing YouTube is not only do we get to share and save our family's memories as we go along this journey, but by sharing them with you guys might think of some things that we hadn't thought about. And sometimes it'll throw monkey wrenches. Well, most of the times it throws monkey wrenches into what we were originally thinking. But it's not a bad thing. It's a really great thing, and we appreciate you guys for your kind input, taking the time to let us know. And then, like Gary said, we can take back and sleep on it, think on it, and if we decide we're gonna zig or zag, then we take you guys along for those decisions as well. So,
Yes.
Gary, you did draw something up.
I did.
Yeah,
I did draw up some stuff.
Let's check it out. Here's a visual.
A rough sketch. Very rough sketch.
Okay. Now,
So,
you didn't erase anything.
not really.
So
this
walk them
was,
through it, because right now they're seeing two entrances.
All right, so don't look at this part right here, right?
Okay.
All right, so it's very rough. All right, it's not exact size-wise or anything else. This would be like the block up to the basement aspect, right?
Yeah, so
That
right
side,
there.
that side.
And
All
then
right.
you got a window inside there. And
Window for Abe, and then window for the stairs.
Mhm.
And then we got this coming out, right? It's not exact size-wise for pitch-wise or anything else like that, but gives you an idea. All right, and then we were going to come out, all the way out, have a platform here with stairs coming down to where you have to come in like that. And the inside door is like right here. So that's where people were like, hey, you might want to rethink about that for, you know, loading things up. And you're right, because we are going to have to put in refrigerators, stoves, all sorts of really big, tight items. And trying to go up at a 90 like that is like,
it is
what the heck?
difficult, yeah.
So I came on over to this side and I drew this off, very rough wise.
And that would be if we didn't have this landing thing. So imagine this part's just like that.
Correct. Now that will make the landing aspect more jotted out to the side, not to the front, which is why we didn't do the stairs this way, because it would be literally, you'd be out here in the roadway.
Yeah.
Going up the stairs. So no, that's not what we wanted. So we wanted to put it off to the side and keep it out of the roadway. But
so as you guys can see, like Gary was saying, he kind of started on digging the hole and then he kind of stopped, right? Because we weren't sure. We're still kind of deciding what we wanted to do. But this portion of the room where the pitch comes off the roof, this space of the room would be right here, from there in to right where this window, right in between those two windows, and then come out and then in. Where that hole starting would be the landing thing, so then the stairs would come right over here.
Yeah.
And
probably start right at that whole area.
Right this side, it would be right in between these two windows. Actually, it's like right there where that tape is. You can see the line we wrote on the wall. And then out from there. So that would put the stairs closer underneath this window area.
Coming out this way.
Coming out like that.
And I would do it like a half pyramid almost, where you can come up this way and then go to the door, or you can come this way straight to the door. Okay, that way it's straight into the door. You're not having to finagle, right, with materials going in. However, I did think about something as well, which I think this is the way that we're going to go, because adding this onto it is going to be a little interesting on multiple factors. One, all the zipboard is right in the way.
We unloaded it right there.
One issue right off the bat, right? And then it's not 100% like flow wise. If you're coming in, that really have to come this way to walk up the stairs and go.
If we go ahead and we do it to where the stairs are coming off of right over there, when you're looking at our house and you first come up to our house, you're really confused on where the front door is. You're gonna have to go all the way over to this side by where we're gonna have a garage eventually, yes. But that's more like Gary's shop, not like where guests and stuff will be. We imagine guests probably just pulling up like right here
straight
in the front, or going where like Tiny is if they're just gonna go to the basement. You know? So for the flow of it, I think I really like the way that it looks from the front like this. If you had the front door coming right off of there, I feel like that's gonna work a whole lot better and look a lot better. The big problem though is if we keep that again, the big appliances. How are we going to get in like the refrigerator and the stove? That can be a big pain in the butt.
And then it went ding, 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 ding in my brain. I said, you know what? What if when we build this out, this side railing right here, right? That side railing, I make that into a gate to where I can open it and latch it. And it'll latch securely, you know, but when I need to, I can open that thing, completely open it, back the truck up, and it'll be like perfect height for my tailgate, I'm thinking, to back up anything and just roll it right off the truck into the house.
And that's why I think Gary's a smart feller. I really like that idea. I think that that's going to be a perfect solution to the furniture getting inside the building problem. I think aesthetically, it's going to be exactly what me and you both wanted when we were starting to think about the mudroom. And I like it. So that's what we're going to press forward with.
If it's a step down a little bit or a step up a little bit, at least it's just one step.
Yeah.
Right? In either direction off the truck. So
yeah.
Yeah, I think that will be the best move right there.
I agree.
We can just dolly things right in. No issue, no anything else. So
that's the goal. So we're going to get rolling on this. As you can tell, it's still pretty early in the morning. Gary's still got his coffee.
Yep.
The roosters are continually crowing.
Yep. And
we're ready to get it. So I guess it's time for Shovel Life Reclaimed.
All right, let's do it.
Now I know how those kids felt in that movie Holes. Whew, 2 hours later. The sun is shining a lot brighter, but we finally got the holes dug and situated, all squared out deep enough. And now what are we doing?
So we're gonna triple check square, and I'm gonna move the string lines a little bit just so that way we can line up the forms a lot better and easier. You'll see a lot more when it gets to it. I'm not worried about level, really, in the sense of like keeping them all level. I'm just more worried in the sense of keeping them in a line.
Okay.
You understand? Makes it easier later on when we're going to set the posts. And do it at the same spot over there. You get it? That is 231 3/4. Now that is your string line that way. So now that I've got everything marked out, moved, I was able to move all the string lines that were going this way. And I know what it's gonna look like this way. So now we're gonna put in the form boards, and I've got it all marked out to where all we gotta do basically is line up the form board, get it to where it's gonna be, and that'll be that. Smaller ones real quick.
Whew. Yeah. Yep. What he said.
It's been a lot of back and forth.
It has been.
All the forms in, it's all ready now for the concrete. We got the rebar cut, so that's ready for the concrete. We now need to get all the materials to mix said concrete.
Yep.
And I say all the materials because we're gonna need some clean rock, we're going to need some sand, and we're gonna need the Portland. And we should be able to make the ratio needed to get some good concrete out of it. So
yeah, when you went with David not too long ago and got those couple of pallets of concrete right over there, yeah, it's not the pre-ready mix. So like Gary said, we are gonna have to get all the materials and bring it over here and mix it ourselves. So
yep,
sounds to me like a lot more manual labor.
it is going to be a lot more manual labor, but the price was right, so our back is going to be saying, ah.
That's where we're going to pay for it.
Yeah,
not from the wallet, from the back.
It's all right. It's all right. It is what it is.
Got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
I'm really curious to see how much, it's going to stretch.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 pallets over there.
Well, one of them is David's still.
Yes.
So.
But still, I'm very curious on it, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
I have a feeling that we're going to have enough concrete to last us for like everything forever. Yeah. We'll
forever
see.
And ever and ever.
Amen.
All right. Well, I guess first things first, we move Pops over there in a easier position spot to get to.
Yep.
Now the question is, does the hose reach to that area?
That is a darn good question. If it doesn't reach from the back, I guess we can always put it from the well house. Yeah. That would be a shorter distance.
Yeah, that would be a shorter distance right there. We should be able to bring the hose over from that area though.
Okay. Well, let's bring us over some water, make sure that works, and then get the wheelbarrow and start shoveling.
We're dreading this if you guys can't tell.
It's just shoveling, It's like...
I might go and get my battery starter and see if about starting up the old ranch pony over there.
That would make it a lot easier.
That would make it 1,000 times easier.
Okay. Well, let's first figure out the water situation. And then let's see how easy that is to start up the side-by-side, because it does have a dead battery.
Yeah.
But it might be fixable.
I mean, I can charge it real quick, and we're just needing it to run a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Hope with us.
Yeah.
Hope with us.
Say a little prayer, guys. Say a little prayer.
Because my back is going to be sitting there.
My back, too. It's really heavy. All this stuff, it takes a long time, too.
You can always back.
You don't believe me? Go to your backyard with a shovel and tell me how long it takes you to dig a deep hole So the hose that's over there got ate up by the dog on the tip of it. So if we turned the water on, the water would just be on. It's kind of a far way to run back and forth when you need water on, water off. So the only other hoses that I have is the one inside the garden area, but that one's not as long as this one over here on the animal tier. So Gary put me on the mission, and I'm supposed to get this hose from right here and bring it up over there. So yeah, let me get this going. All right, that wasn't so bad. Gary is up over the hill right now, trying to see if he can get that side-by-side started. I'm hoping and I'm praying that we got some good luck, because that would make it 1,000 times easier than pushing a wheelbarrow from here, where all that rock is, all the way up there. So, and I know what you're saying, we could use the truck. Maybe we could use the truck, but there's stuff in the back of the truck. I don't know. We'll toss that one by Gary too. We'll see what happens. Anyways. Hopefully, there's enough rope. Oh, heck yeah. That worked out. That worked out. All right, let's see if this is gonna work out.
I'm not even getting any power indication.
You're getting nothing?
No, this thing is freaking dead. Alrighty.
So what's in the back of Biggie?
Poles. So poles.
Poles.
Poles. Biggie would be the only other option.
It's your call.
One thing turns into 5 other things, and people wonder why we're going squirrel so many times.
It happens. It happens. Okay, so what's the new plan?
We gotta go move posts.
Okay.
And then we can grab your keys for Tiny. I can grab the keys for Biggie. You can move Tiny out of our way. And we'll just use Biggie. And we'll put half rock and half sand in there. And we'll just use Biggie to grab more material, and we'll leave it in the back of Biggie for the meantime. Until we're done.
Okay. Well, friends, it just goes to show, in order to maintain a straight line towards your goal, sometimes you gotta zig, sometimes you gotta zag. And that's okay. Life goes on. Don't let it deter you from your path of completion. I know it might seem confusing. Gary and I zigzag all the time, but guess what? The same goal is in sight, and we keep making our way. We're gonna get there. Positivity breeds positivity. Keep the faith. Come on. Whew, that's a lot of rock.
I'm hoping that's enough. So I don't want to shovel no more.
I know, I'm ready to hang up my shovel game. Almost there.
We're getting there. You ready?
Yep.
2 more materials to get. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
It turns on pretty nicely. I like. Got some water.
Well, it's time for us to put Pops in use for the very first time. She looks like a really great mixer, very strong. Thank you again, Pops, for sending it to us. Yeah, let's mix this mud.
All right.
I see it all in your eyes. Sunlight's a fire in the sky. You wanna hold on so tight. There's something way out in the night. Crossing your fingers in trust. The fate's gonna shine down on us. Hoping to get what you want. Waiting till we are the ones. Is this the way it's supposed to go? Wait until your life looks beautiful. One day we'll see the stars align, echo the glow in neon lights. Our dreams reflected in our eyes. Time of our lives is all in the light. You take my hand, say let's go. Searching for light in tunnels, making the best of the road, getting where we wanna go. Crossing your fingers and trust that it's all gonna be enough. Losing ourselves to the rush, feeling like it's all for us. This is the way it's supposed to be. Each minute its own masterpiece. One day we'll see the stars align, echo the glow in neon lights. Our dreams reflected in our eyes. Time of our lives is all in the light. We'll get where we've been working for, however long to reach that door. But through it all, I hope we'll find time of our lives is all in the light.
Whew, well, that's all the materials we got inside of the back of Biggie that we already shoveled.
Yep.
And we got 4 of the form boards filled up with concrete, and we're gonna have to call it for today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sun is starting to set. We're pretty pooped.
I'm
I mean,
freaking pooped, man. That was a lot of shoveling today. That was a lot of shoveling today.
a lot.
And in order for us to continue going on this, we would have to go get some more rock, go get some more sand, and then bring over more Portland, mix it, and get going.
Yep.
I hear that Anthony has a few bags of the ready-made Quickcrete that we can use to finish this up tomorrow, and we might go ahead and take him up on that offer to make
Yep.
this a little bit easier. But for today, friends, with the time of what it is and how burnt we are, we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was a good day. We got 3 holes dug. We got the string line out and form boards up.
Yep.
And 4 concrete in the ground.
Yeah.
Everything's good to go.
I'm gonna
tired.
call it a win, guys. I'm gonna call it a win.
Whoo, you guys. I'm already beat. I'm already sore. It's a new day, if you can't tell. I'm back out in the front. we're gonna finish up these footings so that way I can continue on and move back to the backyard and continue with that back deck roof area and whatnot. So this is where we're at. We got 4 of them done. I need to do 3 more. As you saw earlier, we're literally mixing Portland type 1 with type 2 clean rock. Don't quote me on that. Whatever that clean rock is called. 3/4 inch clean rock, whatever. All right, sand, mix all that together. You get concrete, which is awesome and great. But a lot of work. Now, Country Road here up the hill, my great old brother-in-law up there, he said, hey, I got 11 bags of concrete that I'm not using, that is just gonna sit there, you know, and possibly get ruined. So if I wanted to grab it, I could. So I went and grabbed 9 because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 3 per bag or 3 per hole. And it ended up being basically like 1 Portland bag per hole. So it is a little bit more per bag, right, of the regular concrete, and you can get that Portland to stretch quite a bit more. However, I'm really curious to see what the strength of this concrete is going to end up being. And this is a great way to figure that out because, one, when I put that up over on that area, that will really tie in the corner area really well as I'll be able to tell by feel on drilling those holes versus these, especially doing these later. This should be harder than these because it had an extra day to cure. So we'll see what happens. I'm very curious, but ain't no time but the present. I got to get this thing rolling. I'm already, like I said, out of wind. I just want to get this thing done so that way I'm done with concrete for the most part, at least footing wise for the rest of the house. Everything else, it should be good. I think I might have to put in 1 more footing when I do the stairs, but I'm not 100% sure on where those stairs are going to hit, and I don't want to put it there and then be off. So I'll do that later. I will be getting stairs sooner though than later. That will happen for sure. Alrighty, and there you have it. We have all 7 footings all squared away and done. We got the first 4 right there, and then the final 3 right here. Thank you so much again, Country Road Gear. That's helped me out so much, and it literally was the perfect amount to do all 3 of those. So that saved my back like no tomorrow. I didn't have to go get more rock, more sand. Constantly moving back and forth. That was a nightmare with those 4 right there. But I'm really excited to see exactly like the difference between drilling in these ones versus the 4 that we actually mixed. So I'm really curious to see how that goes and everything and what that is going to entail. But I've got some more work to do today. I'm gonna go get myself, a cup of water, get myself in order before I come back up over here. But I've got a whole lot of wood over there that I need to get stained. I've got some cardboard boxes over there that I think I'm going to use for some like staging areas, but those things are long and it fits perfectly in that kitchen, so I might have to rearrange in there to where I can work and not kill myself with bending over, but we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go get myself some water, maybe get myself some protein drink or something like that, because yeah, I need to recoup a little bit of energy after dealing with that over there. But let's go grab some more materials, some water, and get back to work. All right.